And good evening from the legendary Wharton Fieldhouse, Moline, Illinois. This is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style. And welcome, I'm Jeff Wellman as we get ready for this one. We had the Hall of Fame for Moline, the Maroons, right before here, so that's why we're a little bit behind. The earlier game, Moline had beaten our Southmores 64-35 in that ball game, and that got done in plenty of time. Hey, and so Jeff Wellman here as we get ready for the Western Big Six. 2 games left in the Western Big Six in the first round. They're this week, and it's a busy week as we have the Maroons from Moline. Then on Friday night at home at Quincy High, we'll take on the Rocks from Rock Island. And, of course, Coach Pettit's very familiar. We've got Lincoln as a non-conference game on Saturday as well. Speaking of Western Big Six experience, Coach Pettit, he was through that. And we're back here at Wharton Fieldhouse. Coach, should be a great ball game tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're looking at the number 1 team in the state. Moline started out the year on the AP. They were number 5 in the state. They've had a couple little bumps, once again against Rock Island, who has proven themselves. They're 17-1, ranked 10th in the state of 4A right now. And then they lost to Wharton in the Pekin Championship, which I think they're ranked 8th in the state, if I'm not mistaken, in 3A. And then they lost to St. Louis de Smet, who is ranked, I believe, 3rd in the state in one poll, 5th in the state in the other. I mean, they're 10-1, 11-1. So Moline has played a upper echelon schedule, so the 15-3 record, it doesn't really, bother me very much at all. It shouldn't bother Coach Taylor. And, this is going to be a heck of a game tonight.
Indeed, the Devils come in 15-1, 5-0 in the conference. Moline 15-3, 4-1 in the conference. Devils are averaging 71.5 points a game, giving up 44.7. And the Maroons, they were scoring 74.3. That number was much higher early in the season in their non-conference as they finally come back to earth and giving up 50.9 on the season. Last year, these two teams faced each other on January 30th. Originally January 9th, we replayed that game at Blue Devil Gymnasium. Quincy got after it right after the start, 13-6 after one quarter, would go on to win 54-37 in that ball game. Longcore had 19, Thomas had 17, Trey Taylor and Braden Freeman each had 14. You'll hear those names for the Maroons. Then on February 9th at Wharton Fieldhouse, that was the close one that went down the wire. The Devils were tied at 13 after one. They were up 27-21 at half, 33-33 tied after 3, and the Devils lost 42-41 in a tough one there. Longcore had 19 and Taylor had 16. Well, here we go. It's the matchup senior year, and these two teams, of course, the Maroons got their state championship last year. The Devils would like to put that one on, but we've got to worry about the Western Big Six and tonight game first.
Well, and, the one thing that I saw online today, that I was kind of a little bit, I didn't know, but, I've seen it a couple places. This Blue Devil freshman class, they lost freshman class, sophomore class, junior class up here at Wharton. This is their last chance to get a W here at this venerable old gal.
Indeed, should be tonight then. So anyway, this is the Mecca Sports pregame show. Join us here as we talk to Coach Douglas right after this break, and we'll hear from Cunis Auto Group as well, a faith family and giving back. It's the Blue Devils and the Maroons up here at Wharton Fieldhouse on MeccaSportsCo.com.
For many, your home and auto are 2 of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiberg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole. If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Of course, the coach's comments are brought to you by Kunis Honda, Kunis Hyundai, Faith Family, and Giving Back. And with me, the head of the family here with the Devils, Andy Douglas. Coach, good to see you on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it is. Good to see you.
I wasn't sure what day it was. I got to get my days. Wait till the end of this week when we get 2 more games in there for you guys and 5 for myself. All right, one of the biggest matchups. Obviously, Moline and Rocky in the same week. Got to take care of one first and on their home floor. And, of course, we know Taylor, Freeman, good ball players. Welch can shoot from outside. There's nothing we don't know.
Yeah, good squad. Tough place to play, but we've had a good run of practices the last couple days, and guys have been ready for this week. Probably since season started. It's a week that you kind of circle. Having both Moline, Rocky, and Lincoln all in the same week is big, and like you said, it starts with one game. So guys have been focused in. They know what this game means, and getting a win on the road is huge.
All right, we get into this first one, and we take care of our business. That's always what we're talking about. Anything you see in this game that you like the way we come out? And, again, we've been playing a lot of man-to-man. Are we going to stay with that to start off?
Yeah, that's what we do. So we always have the matchup in the back pocket, but man-to-man is what we kind of hung our hat on. And, if you can guard Vashon and man-to-man, you can guard dang near anybody. So our guys have got to be ready for the challenge tonight. Again, it's going to come down to how we guard, how tough we make it on them, and then execution on the offensive end, not settling for outside shots against their 1-3-1 or against their man-to-man, working the offense and getting the best look available.
Sounds great. Good luck tonight. We'll see you after the ball game. And, by the way, when you do come up, we're at the top, so you got to start running some stairs to get to us.
I might send Bonus up there.
I don't have that much time. All right, good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it.
And that's Andy Douglas. Of course, the coach's comments brought to you by the Quincy Honda and Quincy Hyundai, Faith Family, and Giving Back. When we come back, it's the Blue Devils and the Maroons right here on mechasportsco.com.
If you're a business owner, a lot of things keep you awake at night. Your insurance shouldn't be one of them. With well-planned coverage from Pregame Insurance, you can rest easy. Call Freiburg Insurance in Quincy for a quick insurance review. They'll make sure your business coverage is up to date and thorough. Freiburg Insurance will work with you to put together a policy that fits your business and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pregame Insurance.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse, Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit, as we get ready for there. It's the mechasportsco.com pregame show. Sorry there, I'm making my moves over here. Coach, we also had a second interview. I had a chance to get Sean Taylor, and we chatted. We talked briefly about the two teams, and, there are nothing that we don't know that the other team is doing. Then we went into a great conversation about Tom Lepper. And, of course, he was there with Lep. He talks more about Lep as a friend. The reason we didn't have the interview, I don't know if the battery died on the tape player or what happened, but it was definitely hit play. It was recording, and it didn't show up. But Coach had a great comment overall. And then, by the way, I told him, we asked if he was going anywhere, if he was retired, because he's going to get to see Lep's son throughout the years. And he said, yeah, he's looking forward to that. He also gave a shout-out. He also said, talking about how he might be doing the rebounding or get some scoring or put his own mark on the game. He mentioned, too, that he might have more detentions than his dad did. So I'm not sure where that's at, but Sean Taylor was laughing when he said it. Then he gave a special shout-out to the whole family, basically Sarah, Jordan, and B, and said, thinking about you all the time. So it was a great interview. Couldn't wait to send it out there and have it out there, and then it disappeared as it will. So Tom was playing a little shenanigans with that would be a Bruner term, shenanigans with my tape player. So, but a great interview out there, and we did get a picture of Coach with my TL54 magnet that goes on the car. I'll post that later tonight as well. So, this is a matchup here, Coach, and I know last year that 42-41 game was a tough game there to take. about like the stirring last-second shot in that ball game. So close to being undefeated last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, going on the road in the Big Six, especially at this place or at the Rock Garden, you know, with the two teams that they put out there, we've already gone through Sterling and East Moline at their places. You know, that's like the second tier, top level second tier. You know what I mean? Now, we've got this one, and at the end of the season, we got to go to the Rock Garden, you know, for the last game of the year, which that's where we won the championship last year, was at Rock Island. So, you know, let's hopefully we can, you know, and hearing that they haven't won here, this group, you know, for 3 years, this is one that I think they're going to be focused on, you know, and disciplined on to, you know, come out and give their best effort tonight.
I would have had to check my books for that one, quite honestly. I was here all those years, but did not remember that. As we were at the end of the season last year, we did not make that game at the Rock Garden because we were following the Blue Devil girls in the postseason. And, of course, we'll be following both teams in the postseason as soon as we get there. And believe it or not, it'll be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, another 5 or 6 weeks, and we'll be here.
It's coming up. It's coming up. So, you know, all these games, you know, every game is very, very important, you know, to the point where, you know, you have to focus and, you know, every possession, you know, offensively and defensively, you guys need to do your job. You know, no easy shots, no non-challenge shots. Make sure that, because I think Moline's going to fill it up from the three-point land, you know, with Abby and Welch, you know, from what I hear. So we need to make sure we find the three-point shooters, make sure we challenge the shot, and then make sure on the weak side, you know, we make contact with the guy that we're supposed to be matched up with, you know, and not let them get the rebound and then go on the fast break, you know, with our transition offense, because that's where we're the best.
Indeed. It's the pregame show, and we're ready for the opening tip here. And with that, we'll have our starting lineups brought to you by Blessing Health, Blessing Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine. We have you covered from head to toe.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse, Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit, the Blue Devils, and the Maroons. As the band just got done playing, they'll be ready for the national anthem in a second here, and then we'll give you your starting lineup. When we do stand, we'll just turn it over to the band as they do a great job up here. If you saw that picture on Facebook today, we had the shot not only of the court, but also up there at the top with the fans. It's on the north end of the gymnasium. Well, and there's some boos out there when you announced Quincy High already. I was being silent because I thought we were getting to the national anthem, but we're doing a little, there you go. We'll rise, put our hand on our heart for the national anthem. Nice job by the band there from Moline as we get ready for tea. Starting lineups, as we mentioned, Blessing Health, Blessing Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine. We have you covered from head to toe. Blue Devils will be wearing their road blue, trimmed in white. We got the booze there again. We got
Quincy across the front. Black ones have QHS on them.
Here's the starting lineup for the Devils. They're all seniors, of course. We start out. Cameron Wires wears number 5. He's 5'10". Bradley Longcourt III, 6'4", wears number 12. Dom Clay, number 14, 6'3". I think all these guys have grown, by the way. Number 20, Mark Louthan, he's 6'5". And rounding it out inside, number 42, Keyshawn Thomas, 6'6". Coaches, Andy Douglas, Bruce Bonas, Ryan Brown, Jeff Obert. And also highlights on there. Bradley right now with 1,643 points. Keyshawn with 12, check that, 1209. And they move up the list there. Right now, Bradley is in number 4 slot. Jeff Klinger's next on the list. He's only 5 points away. And then Keyshawn's down there, hunting Gary Phillips and Larry Moore. He's got a little ways to go. He'll have to have a huge game tonight. Also, 9 more three-pointers. BL3 will tie Jeremiah Talton. 10 of them he'll take over. Here's your starting lineup. The other side for the Maroons. Number 1, Brady Welch, a 5'11 sophomore. Braden Freeman, he'll wear number 5, 6'6" senior. Trey Taylor, 6'6" senior, he'll wear number 22. He is strong inside. Got to check my other starters there. I think Awar is starting, but wait till they come out there. They do wear their home white trimmed in maroon, and that is Zach Hendricks, number 6'5" senior. And then rounding out the starting lineup, number 10, Arthur Abbey, 5'11 sophomore. I know we had that question. Was he relation to Everett or not?
Well, I had him at 5'9" in the thing that I looked online, but, you know, we're going 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", and I think the fun matchup's going to be Keyshawn again and Trayvon Taylor. That's going to be a great matchup if they got them set together.
Devils work left to right on your dial. Taylor wins the opening tip. And, of course, the Maroons are coached by Sean Taylor, former Quincy High. Devils come out man-to-man.
Yep,
Taylor,
they got them matched up. I love it.
Ball goes over to the left side. Welch comes back to the top. Taylor being guarded by Keyshawn. Both strong. Keyshawn bodies him up a couple times. Turn, spin, no good. Ball's tipped out. Dom Clay with the rebound.
That's going to be a great battle tonight.
Taylor's been a strong guy, and he's been that supporting cast over all these years.
And I think he's gotten bigger and stronger, you know, since last year.
I agree. Backdoor cut by BL3. Takes it back out. Top of the key, Wires. To the right side, Dom Clay. 3. Good! Dom Clay opens up the ball game with a three-pointer. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. 12th and Seminary Road.
Good ball movement by the Devils. 2 extra passes for the wide-open look.
Devils back on the defense, playing man-to-man. You heard Coach talking about that in the pregame. Backdoor cut. Freeman gets the pass. Inside. Taylor gets the assist. 3-2 Devils. Freeman, of course, the big guy inside. His brother's playing for Iowa with Harding over there.
Well, and Moline starting out in the man.
Foul on the right side here, right in front of Coach. And our first foul of the game will go against Taylor.
Not a good foul by Taylor. You know, 30 foot from the basket, on the wing, guarding Louthan, and out there bumping him. So, not a good foul.
And the referee stops right now inside. You got Freeman and Thomas. Now, listen, you don't need to talk to him. Let him just bang and call a foul.
Well, I didn't really see what happened
Not much,
there, to be honest.
But that's where, you know, and it's good to maybe head this thing off early by talking to him. Mike Leeson always just said, hey, I coach, you ref, not a biggie. Into the right short corner, Thomas backing in. No, it comes back to the top. Louthan for the 3. Good three-pointer.
Well,
Mark Louthan hits 3.
Once again, Keyshawn gets doubled down low, kicks it out to Latham for the wide-open look.
3 was brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com. Dom Clay from 26 off the left side. Devils have hit 3 threes. Woodmart Building Center again, Jack McKenzie way.
Well, and you don't want to see them getting 3 happy here. You know, start taking the ball to the hole. I mean, they've hit good threes with the, you know, taking it to the hole and then kicking it out.
Devils back on defense, up 9-2 in the first 2 minutes of this game. On the low block, Taylor working. Oh, Thomas took a shot. I watched his head recoil. Thomas knocks it away, and BL3 steals it. Ball's on the floor. Louthan tracks it down.
Hold on, good patience.
Gets it to Wires in the half-court set. Cameron off the left side, backs it out, brings it to the top of the center circle, actually between the circles. Left side to Louthan. Coming up from the weak side's Clay. Right side, BL3. He's got Abby on him.
I'd like to see BL3 get down on the block with the 5'10", 5'9" guy on him.
Skips it over to the right side. Louthan starts to make a drive. Lost the handle. Coach Taylor wanted to travel. Devils will keep it. I keep looking for the shot clock after we had that. Cameron, Wires shot, no good. Taylor will rebound for Moline. In transition, crossover dribble. Boy, Thomas again. I can hear sound effects.
I love it.
Like Batman, you hear that wham, pow, every time they run into each other. Abby at the top of the key. Hesitation, goes in the basket. Thomas helps out, reached over to try to block the shot. Pulled his hands back, but it was too late. Keyshawn will have the first foul for the Devils, and Abby will go to the line to shoot the blue collar.
Well, what you need on that particular possession, when Taylor came up, set the screen, Keyshawn came up, you needed weak side help to come up and slow the drive instead of having Keyshawn go because it was a high flat screen.
Once he got to the right side, took it to the hole, and Abby completes the three-point play. 9-5 Devils with the basketball and the lead.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to be a fun
Inside 5
game.
minutes left in the first quarter. Keyshawn working against Freeman. Check that. Actually, substitution came
Hendricks or no?
for Sivas. Inside, kicked out to the right side. A lot of yelling out there.
Sean's not very happy down there, Coach Taylor.
Looking for a call. Off the left
Double
side,
dribble.
Louthan. Clay goes to a double team.
Too much dribbling.
Lost the handle on the ball. Dom's going to get the foul as he was falling down as he made it from the top of the key to the right side. Through the guys, but could never get a hold of the basketball. And Dom will commit the foul. Devils' second foul. First for Dom.
Last two possessions, way too much dribbling. You know, we need to pass, cut, set a screen and roll, and go from there. Way too much dribbling and trying to, drive and kick.
Moline has the basketball at the top. That's Aiden Versias. Went back into the high post end. Down on the block. Freeman. Short hook. No good. Good job there by a sandwich. It was a double sandwich. Thomas and Louthan, and BL3 got the rebound.
Good job by Louthan on the defensive end.
BL3 backing it in on the right side. He's on the second block. Back out to Wires. Wires shoots from the top of the key. Good! Cameron Wires hits the three-pointer. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com.
Well, and there we go with BL3 down on the block, getting double teamed, kicking it out for the wide open look.
Devils have 4 threes, lead 12-5, inside 4 minutes, halfway through the first quarter. That's a good job, way to open it up then.
Oh.
There was the lob inside. Clay, good help on the weak side as he tried to tiptoe the baseline. Stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Maroons basketball.
Yeah, you said it. Great job by Dom Clay on the weak side, getting in there and getting his fingertip on the ball to knock it out of bounds, because that would have been an easy layup.
Welch got the ball in the out-of-bounds. Gets it to Freeman. Freeman steps underneath. Freeman gets it to the basket and scores. He's going to have the blue collar. I believe Louthan might have committed the foul. Freeman got to the left and took a good drive to the basket. So while the Devils hit the threes from outside, Moline goes inside. That was on Louthan, his first, Devils' third. Blue collar three was complete. 12-8. Devils with a 4-point lead. 3.5 left, first quarter action.
Let's run a good set, get something going to the basket.
Keyshawn in the high post. Left side Wires, left corner Clay. Right side Louthan. BL3 sets it to the left side. Popping up. Keyshawn to the right side, in the right corner. One more pass back. Oh, a good job of keeping his foot on the ground. And that was Louthan. Was going to shoot a three. Kept his foot on the ground, did not travel. Took a step in and hit the J. A little touch on the iron.
Well, and the official was right on, and he pointed down and said, yeah, he kept his foot right there.
Inside 3 minutes, Devils up 14-8. Freeman drives to the basket, tries to do a reverse layup. Misses. Keyshawn with a rebound. Long pass from the right side.
Good save.
To the left side, good save by Wires. In the corner, Dom Clay goes in strong with a bounce off of Taylor. He bounces off, hits the floor, but Dom completes the bucket. Nice drive.
And I like the transition defense, sprinting back by Dom and the rest of the Blue Devils to slow down the Moline transition offensive set.
Wires got the long pass from BL3 and saved it before going out of bounds. Clay goes in song. Thomas did a good job of playing D. BL3 got the rebound for the Devils. In transition, going to the hole.
No foul?
No foul. Clay, that's what everyone said. Double pump. Got to get back on defense. Abby in the left corner. 3, no good. From
good
behind,
job by Key.
Thomas with a steal after the rebound came down to the Maroons. Keyshawn grabbed the ball when it went down, and you always talk about guards grabbing the ball if you bring it down.
Well,
Post players will too.
I'm going to tell you what, Cameron's over there 5'10", blocking out a 6'6" on the weak side, and Key come and took it.
BL3 comes around the left side, pulls up for 3, good. BL3 had a double team. He worked his way out of the double team, hits the 3. Woodmart Building Center. Go see Kevin. I got to run out of things to say about Woodmart tonight. 1:30
He's
left.
got good wood.
There you go. We love that one. 19-8.
Oh, help.
Taylor
there you go.
pulls up the southpaw. Air balls it over. Dom Clay gets the rebound. He'll give it to Cam. He'll give it to BL3. Abby's going to pick him up at the timeline. Hesitation behind the back. Wires over here on the right side to Clay. Looking down for Keyshawn, trying to get inside. Keyshawn's got weak side help there with Welsh. As he's playing, now he's down in the short corner left side. Backs him in. Turn, shot. No good. Rebound on the weak side. That was Freeman for Moline.
Tough
Inside,
shot.
1 minute left. Freeman goes in. Good defense. Shot was off the side. Freeman stayed with it. Had a second shot. And the ball out of bounds. Devils couldn't track it down before it went out. Freeman had 2 shots and an offensive rebound, but both shots were altered. And the first one was that hook shot kind of from the side that it was altered, and basically that's what he got out of that.
Well, what I'm liking tonight is the 50-50 battle. The Blue Devils are winning it. I mean, Latham going up and battling with Freeman. I mean, Freeman's a D1 player. He's going to Cal State Poly or whatever.
Dang Awur came into the ball game. He wears number 24. He's on the left wing. Welch has the ball with 36 seconds left in the quarter. Brings the ball back out here on the top. That's Hendricks. Hendricks had started. Baseline, Freeman. And Freeman, after getting everybody to bounce off here, Rico Clay was there. Freeman gets the bucket. He's got 7.
Yeah, after he bounced off a key, he went up and put it in.
That stopped that little 7-point run by the Devils.
It's
Still 19-10, Devils with a lead. Now down to 12 seconds left in the quarter.
Let's get the last shot.
Wires on the right side, double team. Comes to BL3. He takes it from 28. No good. Long rebound. Welch coming across the timeline. 1 second. He doesn't make it across. He fires a long one, and it hits the top of the backboard. We played 8 minutes at Wharton Fieldhouse. The Blue Devils 10. Check that, 19. And the Maroons 10. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball and watching tonight on mechasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse after 1 quarter. Pretty packed there. We had 3 fouls on the Devils. I think only 1 on the Maroons in that first quarter. Devils hit 5 3-pointers and a couple buckets to get the 9-point lead. On the other side, 2 blue-collar threes, 1 by Freeman and 1 by Abby. Abby's the only one that scored on the Maroons other than Freeman. He's got 7, Abby with 3.
Well, one of my pregame things was locate the 3-point shooters and stop the 3-point shot. The Blue Devils have done a great job with that because Welch and Abby, are supposed to be snipers. So, I mean, they've done a good job of doing that and rebounding and then going. Devils will start it off with the second quarter. BL3 as Rico Clay Jr. in the game. Starts the drive, kicks it back out. Dom misses the 3-pointer. Keyshawn tried to get the rebound. It went to Abby. Checking that lineup one more time. Wires, Clay squared, BL3, and Keyshawn Thomas for the Devils. Other side, you've got Abby and Freeman in there. Taylor still in the ball game. This side, Welsh. He's got the ball at the top of the key. Then the big guy on the far side. There we go.
Inside, Taylor. Thomas does a good job playing D. defends, and then Clay gets the rebound on the weak side.
Well, Keyshawn, after he missed the shot, went and tipped it to Clay. So
4 on the perimeter. Rico Clay on the baseline. Now he's up at the top of the key. Clay Jr. to the right side to Wires. Wires comes around the formation. Crossover at the high post. Taylor came by and did good job of helping out on that one. Otherwise, Wires had a layup.
Right there.
BL3, 13-footer, fade away, good. BL3 with a shot. He's got 6.
And like I've said before, that was Michael Jordan-esque right there. Getting down low, turning around, fading away, and hitting that little 15 to 17-footer.
Devils lead 21-10. 6:40 left in the first half. Freeman down low trying to post up Rico Jr. That's Clay Jr.
Good job by Dom on defense.
Into the high post, came back out to Welsh.
Great job.
Back on the perimeter. Welch is going to take one from way downtown.
Volleyball line there, baby.
I saw one of the sophomores firing from them from Moline earlier. Shot was no good. Devils got the rebound. BL3 off the right side. He'll go up. Oh, Clay Jr. got it. He'll go into Keyshawn in the corner. Keyshawn's three-pointer no good. But the weak side, Cameron Wires not only gets the rebound, but Cam goes strong while he's down there on the block. He gets the putback.
Well, he blocked out a 6'5" guy on the weak side board, got it and put it back in.
Strong move there. I asked him the other night if he had hurt his shoulder. Actually, it was his elbow. He fell on his elbow and his hip in that game, and that's what it was. He's fine, though. 23-10. Ball to the right side. Three-pointer no good. Thomas was right there for it. Thomas had the rebound, but Taylor snuck in and stole it. Thomas knocked the ball out of bounds, though. Moline's basketball on the baseline.
We got a little lucky there. That could have been a foul on Key there.
And it was made a shot maybe in an N1 again.
Well, yeah.
Moline triggered the ball, trying to get it to Welsh. Has to come back out here to the top. Ball works to the right side. Baseline drive. Freeman. Oh, Freeman does a good move down the baseline. Looked like he was going to do a reverse, but then he brought back his left hand before he made the reverse, and that was a sweet play, Coach.
Good-looking ball player. Well, his brother 2 years ago, and he started Iowa for the last 2 years, so you know it's in the genes right here.
Well, you know he's getting the workout in the summertime. And the third blue-collar three for Moline. Second one by Freeman. And we got a 23-13 10-point lead by the Devils in the half-court set. To the right corner. That's Wires. In the short corner, BL3 wants to get post up. He's not there. Wires says, I need help. Clay comes to help him. Now a high screen coming from Keyshawn. Hold your screen. They want the slip. Double team on Clay. Somebody's got to be open. Right corner, Keyshawn. Short. Inside, BL3 gets the rebound. Right in front of the basket. Jump pass down on the floor. Freeman hustles, sliding out of bounds on the far side. Also on the way, Keyshawn fell to the floor, also hustling on that one.
Well, once again, the 50-50 battle, that one turned out to be 0, but, you know, both teams are going at it hard tonight.
5:03 left in the quarter. Here's Milton Whitfield. Also, Zareas Rice Jr. Going out as Wires and Dom Clay.
Probably going to move BL3 to the point on this one.
Rice Jr. with the basketball in the set.
Moline in his zone.
And at the point of that is Taylor. Taylor keeping the ball to the right side of the court. Longcourt gets it on the left side, though. In the corner, Thomas to this side. Rice Jr. slashes. Good job. Misses the shot. Rebound inside. Whitfield missed the shot. Milton got the rebound inside. Rice was point blank as well.
That's all right. The effort on the offensive glass, I want to see that the rest of the night.
Abbey has the basketball off the right side. Tries to bring it in on Whitfield. Milton stops him right there. Ball has to go back out on the right.
Great job moving his feet.
24-footer from the right side. That's Freeman. Pulls up. You give him a little space, and he hits it. 23-16. Devils still with a lead of 7. Lobs all the way down to Whitfield. Oh, and a great pass. BL3 from the top threw it down to the left block. It was a jump that Whitfield went up for. Before he came down, he passed it to the opposite block where Mark Louthan, or who was on the other side? Was that Rico Jr.?
Yep.
Rico had the bucket. Give Whitfield the assist. First basket for Rico. Devils 25-16. That was sweet from up here. You saw the alley-oop coming. You saw Milton go up, and then you saw Milton go, look, I can take this for a layup, but it's an easy layup on the weak side.
Oh, good steal by BL3.
He got it to Whitfield, now to Rice. Oh, and a good pass. Cutting down the court from the left side was Keyshawn Thomas. Rice found him with a nice long bounce pass.
Once again, great defense turns into easy transition offense.
Sweet play there as the Blue Devils run the floor well.
Oh, get it.
Longcore with a steal at midcourt. Longcore. Abby knocked the ball away briefly, and then BL3 spun on in, hits the basket. And Coach Taylor wants to talk about it. 3:33 left in the first half. Blue Devils 29, Maroons 16, and it's Blue Devil basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
Timeout taken by Moline. 3:33 left in the half. Devils 29, Maroons 16. Devils on a nice run. They had a 7-point run in the first quarter. Right now they're on a 6-point run. It was 23-17 before that run, and now opened up a 13-point lead.
Well, and this last 3:33 is going to be very important. You know, if the Devils can keep the momentum, you know, and build up this 13-point lead to maybe 16, 17, 18, you know, by halftime, you know, I think we'll be in business.
Devils going to the 1-2-2 now, three-quarter court. Whitfield at the point. Rice Jr. as well as BL3. And then low, here's Thomas with a steal. Bounces to BL3 in the front court.
Good patience.
Devils have the basketball. BL3 started to lose his balance. Comes right side. Rice Jr. Shot from three, no good. Weak side. Rico had a tip. It hit the floor and Keyshawn went after it. And before Keyshawn can get the rebound, they'll call Rico on his foul.
Once again, that's okay. You're battling on the offensive glass. You know, you keep doing that, good things are going to happen.
I didn't see the other foul. They got 2 up on the board. I got 4 total. They say 2 now. It's 1 for Rico. We'll double check that. It might just be a mistake on the board. Devils in that three-quarter court. 1-2-2.
Oh, don't
wow.
reach.
And I'm not sure it was so much of a reach. Abby tried to step through Whitfield and Longcore, then step back, and they called a quick foul in there in the trap.
I thought BL3 went into it with 2 hands trying to grab the ball away. So usually when you do that, you don't get the foul called.
BL3, his first foul. 2:56 left in the half. Welch back in the game. So Welch, Abby, Freeman, Taylor still down in the low block. And rounding it out, I believe Hendricks is still in the game. Yes, he is. He's in the high post.
Well, once again, the Blue Devils haven't given up any points in the last 2.5 minutes because, you know, one time it was, 23-16, I believe?
You're right, it was, Coach. Down to the block. Freeman drives. Reverse layup, good.
You need opposite side help on that one. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Freeman does a good job on both sides. That cut the 6-point run by the Devils. Still lead by 11, 29-18. In the half-court set, Louthan back to the top of the key. Keyshawn brings one dribble to the right. Whitfield on the right wing. BL3's trying to post up Abby. Ball goes around and now back down to the short corner on the left side. Keyshawn, strong move in, strong move shot. No good. Taylor gets the rebound for Moline. Long pass down court. Welch saved it and then kicks it back out to Abby. After a pass back to Welch, back to Abby. Abby trying to do work against BL3. Bradley collapsed after shutting him down on the way to the basket. Taylor to set a screen on Rice Jr. Welch came around it. Abby now bringing it back out inside 2 minutes of the half. I keep looking for those shot clocks after we get used to them. Abby off the left side. Crossover dribble. BL3 stays with him. Great job by Rice Jr. to come in and grab the ball. Jarius is going to be called for a foul. So I guess your key here is don't reach in and try to grab the ball because you're going to get called on this one. Wait till the ball hits the floor or try to get it away from the guy's hand. 4 fouls on the Devils.
Jarius was just a little bit too aggressive on that one, I thought.
Moline will have it under their basket. Welch into the right corner. Brings it back out high. Hendricks with the basketball. Louthan on him. In the right corner. Freeman turns, faces, shot. No good. Long rebound comes out to the free throw lane. BL3.
Good pass.
Long pass to Keyshawn. He got a hold of the ball, but then kicks it to the corner. And Milton Whitfield hits the three-pointer from the corner and give the assist to Keyshawn Thomas and give the mention to Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road.
Oh.
Inside Freeman. Whitfield banging with him.
Good quick hands.
Almost a steal out high. Welch takes the three, no good. Freeman's inside. Got a good offensive rebound. And I think they'll call Milton on that, sliding in. Milton just says, what did I do?
Well, no, Milton did a good job, getting his hands in there, stopping the thing, but he didn't box out, on the weak side because, when you're 6'2" and you're blocking out 6'6", you got to make sure you're a little bit outside the lane or they're going to go up and get the ball over you. I don't care how much you can jump.
Freeman has 15 in the game so far of the 18 of Moline's points.
Well, unless you're Tony Kennedy and you're 6'2".
And I'm reminded that dunk that Mike Smith from Culver had over Tony was pretty impressive. 58.4 left in the half. Wires comes back in. Milton takes a seat. Freeman hits his first free throw. He's 3 for 3.
And the Blue Devils have their starting lineup back in for the last 58.4 seconds. I would almost say get the last shot here, and if you can hit a three, you're up 35-20 at half. I'd be happy with that.
Down to 50 seconds. Wires back at half court. BL3 goes down. Coming out is Keyshawn off the right side to Dom Clay. Oh, Wires was open down there. Didn't catch him. Keyshawn on the short corner. Trying to back in. He's got a double team. It goes to Clay on the left side. Back out to Louthan. His shot's no good. Keyshawn gets the weak side rebound. He's fighting inside, and he's working so hard to get his position. That time Hendricks had a hold of his arm, and he's trying to pull away. It'll be the first foul on Moline in the quarter, and with 28.8, Devils will have it under their basket. Dom Clay to trigger. It goes to BL3, who looks immediately up to the board to see how much time's left. Coming out on him is Abbey. Ball goes left side to Wires. Clay pops out on the screen. Now BL3 has it down to 17.
Little delay game. About 15 seconds to go. Get ready to get in your set. Start at about 10.
Down to 10 now. Keyshawn's out high waiting for a screen.
Go.
BL3 with 6 seconds. Comes around. Looks. He comes back out. Wires gets the long pass. Wires misses the shot. It was going to Louthan. It went behind him, but Wires picked it up, took the shot. So the Devils take the last shot of the quarter and the half, but will take a 32-20 lead in at the half. Pretty good half, Coach.
Oh, really good. Well, I mean, when you can give a team that is high-powered as Moline 10 points per quarter, and hold them to 20 at half, that means that you're going to hold them to 40, 45. We're 32 now, so we just got to come out and play our normal game. I think it's, first quarter we came out and hit the 5 threes. Haven't hit too many of them lately. You know what I mean? So got to go inside, work your back screens, work your pick and rolls, and finish this thing off.
There you go. It's halftime. The Blue Devils 32, the Maroons 20 from Wharton Fieldhouse. It's Blue Devil basketball on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Freiburg Insurance, your local, independent Pekin insurance partner, is proud to support young people in sports and academics in the Quincy area. After the game, Make a note to stop by their office and discuss your current policies and future needs for your business, home, auto, and family. Pekin Insurance offers a variety of plans to meet your coverage needs. Give Freiberg Insurance a call at 217-224-7774. Go Devils.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse, it's halftime. Devils lead 32-20. This is how we got there. Devils opened up with a three-pointer. Gave Moline a bucket. Devils hit 2 more three-pointers in a row. It was 9-2. Blue-collar three on the other side by Frieden. And that might have actually been Abby's as well because he had one. He only had one. Devils hit another three. Another blue-collar three from Maroons. Devils went on a 7-point run, led 19-8, and finished the quarter up 19-10. Starting the second quarter, Devils hit 2 buckets, built it to a 13-point lead. The third blue-collar three from the Maroons, and that one's from Frieden because, like I said, Abby's the only one that scored any points other than Frieden. And then a three-pointer by Frieden, and it was 23-16. Devils came out with 6 straight points, got up 29-16, and after the 2 free throws to close out for the Maroons, Devils got the last shot, did not hit it, but lead 32-20. Devils have hit 6 three-pointers, 5 in the first quarter, and 1 in this quarter. And Woodmart Building Center was about more in there than the scoring and everything else that was going on. It was fun. But the key, obviously, is we know Freeman is a heck of a player. And his brother was a heck of a player. And so far, of the 20 points, he's got 17 of them in the ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, he's a loaded 6'6". Didn't know if he had the outside shot, but he hit the last 3 of the quarter, to get him that close. So, yeah, he's going to translate well into the D1, place that he's going to play out at Caltech Poly, I believe it is. And, he'll be a good 3 out there, if he can make that 3 consistently.
I'll have to do an update next time we play Moline, too, to ask how Coach Taylor's son's playing down at Monmouth. Last year we mentioned that. He was having a good season, getting part of it there. So we'll have a chance to talk to Coach. And like I said, that was a great interview with him and I, talking about the Lepper family and Tom Lepper. And he spent a lot of time there. And it wasn't so much as being an assistant coach with him. It was about being a friend and what Lep was about. And we've heard it from so many people when talking about him. It was a good moment for him. And again, he made a couple jabs there. And he told him we'll be seeing him the rest of the career when his son comes up here to play in the next 4 years.
Hopefully we'll be able to get a hold of Coach Taylor and get the interview and get it on to you fans out there. When Moline comes down to Quincy, hopefully we'll be able to, catch him before the game and get her on so you guys can hear Coach Taylor talk.
There you are. It's halftime here at Wharton Fieldhouse. The Blue Devils have a 32-20 lead. We're back with more of the halftime show after this word on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
A little jamming by the band up here in Moline. As halftime, 32-20, Wellman and Pettit. Coach, we also didn't break down the conference beforehand and who's playing tonight. Of course, right now in the conference, Quincy and Rock Island are tied atop the conference at 5-0. Moline's 4-1. East Moline is 3-2. Sterling is 2-3. Alleman's 1-4. And Galesburg and Geneseo 0-5. Geneseo just hasn't played. I don't think Alleman or Geneseo yet. So we'll have to wait on
they
that
played Alleman. Alleman beat them.
Oh, that's right. They got their one victory there in the conference. That's right. So tonight, of course, we're here at Wharton Fieldhouse. Sterling at the Musgrove is hosting East Moline.
That should be a pretty good ball game.
Indeed.
Because we've seen both of those teams this year, and I think they're very evenly matched. And being at Sterling, that's going to be a good one.
Indeed. Of course, Alleman at Don Morris is hosting Rocky. I feel sorry for the Pioneers because Rocky is a load out there. We'll find them on Friday at Blue Devil Gymnasium.
Well, the 10th ranked team in the state of 4A going to Alleman. So, yeah.
Yep, and then finally the Geneseo. The Maple Leafs are hosting Galesburg. So should see a good game there. Could go any way, so for Galesburg, maybe they can get that first victory. Somebody's going to get their first victory in the conference
in the
on
Big
that
Six,
one.
Yep.
Exactly. And then, of course, we start looking towards Friday. We mentioned Quincy is hosting Rock Island on Friday. East Moline will host Moline, so we got the Battle of Moline there. I got a feeling. I mean, UT will give guys
they're
good games.
But Moline's a little bit above their class, I think.
I would say so. Sterling is hosting Geneseo, and Galesburg hosts Alleman. So for Galesburg, they get Geneseo and Alleman, so they're there where they can get a couple victories possibly.
Yeah.
And of course, Sterling against Geneseo. Sterling's just too strong. They're a good ball team.
Yeah.
And then we've got the whole rest of the season to go, folks. I tell you, it sneaks up.
Well, with the second half of the Big Six, with the Lady Blue Devils and the Blue Devils, it's going to be fun because, we lost to, Alleman at home. Who else? Galesburg at home and...
Oh, the girls?
Yeah, for the girls.
After winning early.
Sterling at home.
Yes.
We lost all three of those at home, so we got to go on the road, for those teams. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough schedule, but they're getting a lot better as we're watching.
Oh, indeed. This weekend was a great two overtime games there at the Sophie Classic. Sterling beat us 48-46, as we mentioned. Galesburg 44-41.
Yep.
And then I love it here. It said Quincy beat Quincy. So that must have been the night that we lost the other ball game, and I forgot to put it up there. 56-52 in that ball game.
I mean, three close games against, the halves basically. But those three close games were at home. Now we got to go on the road. So, and I think this is a team that's ready to blossom a little bit, with the Quincy High girls.
Oh, after beating Principia in overtime down at the Sophie, then a close one against Stratford at the end. Of course, Larson lit them up for 34 points, including 8 threes. A lot of them very deep out there. Right now, Galesburg leads the conference for the girls 7-0. Sterling is at 5-3. Alleman Catholic's at check that 5-1. Alleman Catholic's 5-2, and Quincy High at 4-3. The rest of them fall right behind there as we get ready for the second half and the buzzer goes. So we'll turn our attention to second half action. Coach, obviously we got to watch Freeman, but Freeman is going to get all the points. I'd feel good about our game if he's going to do all the scoring.
Well,
that's a lot of hard work.
Well, because when he scores, most of them's going to be inside, the three-point line. If he's getting it and we're double teaming him down there, he's liable to kick it out to Abby and Welch, and they're going to start hitting threes. So, you got to pick your poison here.
Moline has the basketball to start it off. It'll be Abby, Freeman. Freeman starting to work against Longcourt down in the block. Taylor, Hendricks, and Welch.
Don't reach.
And down in the block, Longcourt commits the foul for BL3. It's his second. Team foul number 1. First one for either team in the second half.
And they may play each other out on the West Coast next year.
Indeed. For the Devils, of course, their starting lineup. It's Wires, Louthan, Clay, BL3, who just tapped the ball away, and Thomas. Here comes Wires. Wires puts it in second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Misses. Louthan gets the rebound. Misses. Ball's on the floor. Taylor comes away for Moline. 2 good looks for the Devils.
Well, I like the way they're going at the offensive glass, and that's effort. Oh, good steal by Dom.
Taylor lost the ball. Wires coast to coast this time. Another one bounces 3 times and comes out as he flies right by everybody. On the other end, and that's a goaltend there as Welch went up, put the ball off the glass. Once it hit the glass, then Keyshawn came by and swatted it off the glass.
Cameron's had a couple of not wide open layups, but not pressure layups to where he should have knocked them down.
Well, he runs that to first gear to fifth gear so fast.
Oh.
Freeman almost steals the ball, tips it over towards the Maroons bench. Coach Rangel was saying, he tipped it. Nobody tipped it. So Devils have the basketball, 7:05 left in third quarter. Still up by 10, 32-22.
Kind of a lazy pass by Cameron there, getting knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Wires with those two, he changed gears, went to the hole.
Yep.
It's almost as if the momentum gave the recoil on the basketball when it hit the rim.
There he goes again.
Wires to the basket. This time it's good.
Yeah.
He took Welsh one-on-one to the hole. He's got 7 now. That's Cameron. Devils up 34-22.
He's out like, I'm not missing 3 in a row. That ain't going to happen.
And the other two were beautiful. They just,
oh my God.
That soft ball just seemed to bounce just that way. Well, top of the key being guarded by Clay. Devils in their man-to-man. Left corner, Freeman. BL3 on him. Looking inside to Taylor. Thomas is behind him. Now Taylor goes up the high post. Abbey gets a screen from Taylor. Pulls up from 20 feet. Oh, and he banks it off the glass. So the three-pointer by Abbey. And it went in. It looked like a shot. I don't know if he was intending that.
Well, between Abbey and Welch, those are their two three-point shooters that shoot most of their threes.
Louthan has the ball. Oh, it's a backdoor cut to BL3.
Good
BL3
catch.
with help coming from Welsh. Sends it to the left side. Wires shoots a 3, no good. And that was a good touch. BL3, when the backdoor cut was there, the pass it wasn't late, but he had somebody coming down to help out, and he touched it over here to the left side. 3 just came off. Inside 6 minutes of the third quarter, Devils lead by 9, 34-25. High post
How many
Welsh.
fouls did Moline have in the first half? Not very many.
2, 1 each quarter.
Okay. We need to take it to the hole.
Inside Taylor. He tried to spin on Thomas. He tries to bang on Thomas. Wow, Thomas keeps good position.
Oh.
It should be a no call on that. It was nothing more than a couple bangs. And they bail him out. Keyshawn gets his second team foul for the Devils. You're watching that recoil once and twice, and Keyshawn just asked the referee what was the call. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure the answer there.
I don't know if Keyshawn kind of brought his hands down a little bit and staying straight up, letting him go off. If he brings your hands down a little bit, you're going to get that foul.
Keyshawn didn't try to block the shot.
I'd like to see the replay. Can we see the replay?
There you are. Taylor gets his first points of the night. He had a tough time getting his shots off in the first.
Oh, yeah.
Devils were all over it.
Well, he didn't score in the first half, I don't believe.
No, because it was all Braden and Freeman, and then the 3 points by Abbey.
Yep.
Wires comes to the left side. BL3's over there, and so is Keyshawn. So we got to get our spacing refigured out.
Well, got to get the offense moving here. We're too much standing around.
BL3 brings it back to the top. He's got Freeman on him through the legs. Freeman kind of does a hand check on him. Ball's knocked away. Wires is found on the left side. Cameron, 3, no good. Good tip out there, Louthan. Louthan tipped the ball.
Tried to tip it in, then Dom came in, tried to get the offensive rebound again, knocked it out of bounds.
Maroons basketball, approaching 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Still Devils 34, Maroons 27. Abbey at the top. Devils in their man-to-man. Coming behind a screen. Welch fires the 3, no good. Rebound in the short corner of the left side, Taylor. And Taylor spinning out of bounds. BL3 says he stepped on the line, but when Taylor did a nice job of spinning around and knocking it off the Blue Devils. So on the side, free throw line extended will be Maroons basketball.
We are playing at Wharton.
That's usually, that just happens that way.
Yep.
Devils with a substitution. Rico Clay Jr. in the ball game. So Wires, Clay squared, BL3, Thomas. Abbey.
Good defense by Cam. Oh, don't reach.
Cameron was at the spot where Abbey was at, but he just did that little bitty reach to slap at the ball. Cam will be called for the foul. Be Wires first. Devils third. No fouls on the other side. Moline will take it back in the backcourt. Abbey brings it across. Wires on him. BL3 cuts through. Freeman had it. Oh, and a travel. Didn't even call the travel. The big man, Versus, traveled before he threw the ball.
Took a step and a half.
Right in front of the official and didn't get the call. Devils back on defense, though. On the right side, Freeman. BL3 on him. Goes back to Welch. Behind a screen. There's the roll. Coming for help. Taylor gets it up. Clay came across. Did a nice job of phantom defense there. Clay gets the bucket. It's a 7-point run. Now only a 5-point lead by the Devils. And you can hear the fans there as they like the action. First 2 points of the quarter went to the Maroons. Devils got their bucket. And the last 7 points have closed the gap. It's 34-29 with 4:07 left in the third.
Well, and the Devils had several opportunities at the basket. You know, Cam, couple layups, couple good-looking shots. But, you know, I mean, it's one of those things to where you wouldn't expect anything else, you know, up here at Wharton Fieldhouse except the close game, you know, against a 15-3 team and a 15-1 team.
Abby banked the three-pointer from outside. Taylor's gotten 2 free throws and a bucket. That's his first points. Working real hard in the first.
Oh, yeah.
Devils did a better job on defense. Lots of banging in there. And it was good calls. Because there was no calls. I liked it when they were banging in there.
Oh, yeah.
Devils on the basketball. Clay on the far side with Wires and BL3. Bradley goes in the backcourt to get the basketball.
I'd like to see the Devils take it down low. I don't think the guy can guard Keyshawn.
Keyshawn has it top of the key. Left side BL3. It was a pick and roll. Freeman tipped it away. Actually, it wasn't tipped away by Freeman. The big man tipped it away. Freeman got the last tip when BL3 went to the floor to get the ball. We got a 3-point game here.
3:43 to go in the third.
Freeman made the basket to make it 34-31. Devils on the left side. Dom Clay looking down low. Left short corner, Keyshawn. Backing it in. Got a double team on him. To Wires on the opposite side. Clay Jr. Turnaround shot. Good. Clay just leaned in, turned up with a shot, hits it.
Well, Taylor went over to double team Thomas, and then they kicked it over to, you know, Clay, and he put it in. Yeah.
Almost a steal out in half court. Freeman picks it up for Moline. Drives down, all the way down, misses the reverse layup. Keyshawn and BL3 are there. Bradley gets the rebound. That was one of the easier ones he had and missed it. In transition, left corner. Oh, three-pointer rattled in and out for Keyshawn. Weak side. Clay almost tips the ball away from Abby. Abby drives in. Clay's there, so is Thomas. Abby kind of falls back. He'll go to the line to shoot two. I'm sure that's called on Rico Clay Jr. And for Rico, it would be his third, so that was that one in the first half that we were missing there. Rico with 3, Devils with 4, 2:52 left in the quarter. Abby to the line to shoot 2. Abby hits the first. 2 for 2 on the night. 8 for 8, by the way, the Maroons in the ball game from the charity stripe. Second one. Make that 9 for 9. 36-33. Devils with the basketball, still the 3-point lead. Half court set, Wires at the point. Keyshawn comes up just off the right side. Check that, the left side. In the left wing. Dom Clay sets. Good from 3. Dom set it up, his third 3 of the ball game. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. Ball's lost.
Steal.
Freeman made a twist. Keyshawn takes it up. Keyshawn tried to throw it down, missed it, but Wires gets it.
Dom
from the left side.
Yeah.
Dom from 24 off the left side. Clay for 3. Check out the widgets at woodmartbuildingcenter.com.
Well, you know, once again, we got,
Wow. Abby gets inside, makes some contact. Before he hits the floor, he hits the basket. He's going to get another blue collar. They've already got 1, 2, 3. This would be the 4th blue collar attempt. 2:08 left on this one.
I was going to say on the last 3, we did get a paint touch, and Keyshawn missed the dunk. And then it went out to Dom, and he stepped into it.
2:08. Abby will shoot. Freeman's all the way down on this end of the court with BL3. Welch at the top of the key. Taylor and Versailles. Yes. Abby connects his second blue collar to go with a conventional 3. 42-36. 2 minutes left in the third. Devils lead by 6. Keyshawn comes up high. He gets fouled. The big guy, number 33.
Well, it's our 4th foul of the game, and we played 3 quarters. And this has been a physical game.
Maybe that's their third, by the way, Coach. Only 1 per quarter.
Okay.
2:01 left in the third quarter. Yeah, they've been playing physical, but really we're hitting threes. It's kind of hard to foul us. BL3 at the top. Dom goes down the left corner. Keyshawn's in the high post, wanting the basketball. It goes to the right side. Whitfield had just checked in. Missed the shot. Wires kicks it back out. BL3 from 24. Bradley drills from the side on the extra opportunity. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com.
Good job stopping him by BL3, and then Wires Yanked it out of there. Jump ball?
It should be.
I thought we had the ball.
Well, everybody got down in there in the scrum. And so once it got
I
down
thought
low,
Cameron ripped it out. I'm sorry.
We needed a quick timeout called on those situations. 1:34 left. Officials are talking about it.
Yeah.
So the Devils line up right now: Wires, Clay, BL3, Thomas, and Whitfield.
Yeah, well, y'all ain't getting the calls, guys, so let's just keep playing and keep playing hard.
Other side still: Welch, Taylor, Freeman, Abbey, and the big guy inside, Versailles. Versailles, I think is how they say that. Too many I's and U's at the end of the name. I-E-U, 125. Left in the quarter. BL3 turned it back in. Now he steps in off the glass with a little scoop. BL3 got him off his feet, took it in for the scoop. Devils 47-36.
Shot fake, and Scheffler went for it, and there's an easy little Gervin finger roll.
Taylor off the right side. Tries to get Thomas up.
Great
Thomas
job.
knocks it away. Wires grabs it. Wires going coast to coast. Goes up, is fouled by Abbey. Keyshawn's excited. Taylor's going to be called. I don't think it's Taylor called on that one. I think the guard fouled him on that because Taylor swatted the ball off the glass. He got up on that one. About like Keyshawn did earlier.
He's an athlete, I'll tell you that right now.
Foul did go against Abbey. Arthur Abbey's first. Actually, we have 2 fouls in a quarter.
Well, and actually, we let Moline get back into the game, and then we've stretched it out here the last 3 minutes or so.
1:01 left in the third. Wires on the line. Cameron hits the first. By the way, the Devils, as on the other side, Moline's 9 for 9. Devils are 1 for 1. That was their first free throw of the ball game.
Well, they got their 4th foul, so. And it was going to the hole.
Second one up. Cameron hits both of them. 49-36. Devils by 13 with a minute left.
Well, we're back to where we were at halftime.
Cameron has 9 in the ball game. Devils drop back into man-to-man. Flashing up with a post. Good help there by Whitfield. Back to the top to the right side, Freeman. Devils staying man-to-man. Welch came off, pulls up from the right elbow. No good. Inside, Taylor went over Thomas to get the rebound. Taylor's shot, no good. This time, Thomas can't get the rebound, but he does get the foul. Keyshawn did a good job of screening him out.
Nice job of boxing it out after, Taylor had a point-blank shot from 4 feet. Good defense by Keyshawn, challenging the shot, and then a better job of him blocking out, after the miss.
Taylor the foul, his second. 3, check that. No, still 2. It should be a third one up there. That's all right.
There we go.
Yeah, I know I had it in my book.
More fouls in the third than in the first half.
There you are. Moline has 3. Devils have 5. 36 seconds left in the quarter.
All right, let's get
Devils
the
up by
last shot
13.
and a good one. Doesn't have to be a 3. Take it to the hole, get an old-fashioned 3, and go from there.
High post is Keyshawn. At the top of the key, by the way. Wires off on the right side at half court. Goes inside.
Oh,
Keyshawn made a turn. Ball was knocked away. Welch has it with 15 seconds now for Moline. Whitfield goes up to body up. He gets through Taylor's screen.
It's going to stop here.
Down to 10 seconds. Whitfield playing on Welch. Another screen. Keyshawn comes up to help. Back out to Taylor. Whitfield, good job on defense. 3-pointer no good. Dom Clay with the rebound. And that's how we'll close out the third quarter. As we played 3 here from Wharton Fieldhouse. The Quincy High Blue Devils 49. The Moline Maroons 36. Back for the fourth quarter here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back at Wharton, we've had 3 in the books. 49 for the Devils, Maroons with 36. So the Devils have given up 10, 10, and 16 in the 3 while scoring 19, 13, and 17. So.
Well, and to be honest with you, Moline came out hot in the third quarter. So out of their 16 points, probably 8 to 10 of them were in the first 3 minutes, of the third quarter. So I thought they did a good job coming back and shutting them down, the second half of the third.
Devils scored the last 7 of the third quarter. Inside, Taylor goes up, takes the shot. Taylor hits.
Got to make Taylor go right. He's very good going to his left. Make him turn right and go into the middle and see what happens.
Passive pressure bringing it up. Abby picks up BL3 as he comes across the timeline. Keyshawn pops up to the left side of the high post. Looking inside, goes in the left corner. Whitfield likes the three. Good! Milton Whitfield, he can shoot too, guys. He hits the three-pointer to start the fourth quarter off for Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. 52-38, Devils by 14. Played 45 seconds in the third. Devils still, or in the fourth, still playing man-to-man. Wires, Whitfield, BL3, Dom Clay, Keyshawn, the lineup right now. Taylor trying to do something, 24 feet from the basket. Now takes a 20-footer. No good. Dom does a great job of flashing. He had his man, but the ball was bouncing over his head. He grabbed it with one paw and brought it in.
If Taylor's out there shooting threes, God bless and good luck. That's where you want him.
Double team on the right block. It kicks back out. Whitfield missed the three-pointer. Good job hustling on defense. Freeman got the rebound. Here comes Abby. Crossover dribble. Clay tried to block it from behind, and they're going to say Dom hit him on the head. Which
I think he caught him in the head.
I think he did too. He went up behind him and thought he could block the shot of Abby. Good defense. For Dom, it'll be his second foul. First one of the fourth quarter for either team. I finally got this 5-foul stuff down. Only took me a year and a half.
I still haven't figured it out, so.
Yeah, we just keep talking about, especially when I watch a college game and see the bonus, then it throws me off again. Abby hits the first one. Yeah, when you first asked if this was the same Abby as ours, I thought you meant the business. Second one is good.
No.
I forgot that Arthur played for him here. Tell you what, he's 5 for 5 from the charity stripe in the second half, 6 for 6 for the ball game.
Definitely not the dude you want to foul if it gets to be a close game.
Moline hasn't missed one. 6:25 left in the game. 52-40. Ball inside was kicked, and I tell you, it went off a foot inside, but when it came back out, Freeman did a little kick as well, and that was where the kick was. If he'd have grabbed it, it'd have been Moline basketball.
Now, I'd like to see Nam throw that up at the corner of the backboard and let Milton go up and get it and dunk it.
Box out of bounds play, BL3 will trigger. Left side Wires. Whitfield will step back, get the ball to Clay at the top, and then set a screen for him. Pull up 16-foot. Oh, Dom hits it. Boy, Dom is just, he's been in a groove for a while here.
Oh, man.
Clay with a bucket. Down low, shot no good. Taylor steps in. Taylor does a good job of getting the offensive rebound on that one.
Oh.
Devils on the other end, and we tried to force one up. Whitfield lost the ball out of bounds. So it'll head the other way.
The clock is our friend, guys. The long passes like that, they're fine and dandy, but, run the clock, get a good shot.
Inside 6 minutes left in this one, 54-42, Devils by 12. Wellman and Pettit up here at Wharton Fieldhouse. Back to the top. Welch is going to take a 28-footer.
Good challenge.
No good. That was a good rebound. Keyshawn took it away from Milton.
Good challenge by Dom.
Gets it to his guard. BL3 brings it across to the left side. Still got Abby on him. Thomas flashes up on the opposite side, gets the pass. BL3 comes around. Dom has it on the right wing. Bounce it in that short corner. That's the right side. He's got Hendricks on him trying to go one-on-one. Doesn't get him up in the air. Now, a great pass down in the block. Milton lost the handle for a minute, and then Milton went from the left block to the right block with his athletic ability. Give BL3 the assist and give Whitfield the basket. He had 2 threes already. He's got 8.
Well, it's kind of fun watching him getting acclimated, to playing with these guys in real game situations. I know he's been practicing a lot, but real game situations against real teams, he's looked very, very good tonight.
I got to sit with him a little bit before this game when the sophomore game was going on. I said, hey, did you have some fun out there? And, of course, he had a lot of fun. I said, you had a lot of excitement there bundled up, and you were out there talking to everybody. He just smiled, and he did. He talked to everybody, and he's and when he kind of gets in you, He's not talking to taunt you. He's just talking happy stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just is so happy to be out there.
Thank you for letting me take it into the basket in your face and making the hoop. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then he smiles and, everything's good.
It's about like, and not to get to a different sport, but I just saw a picture of a missed field goal from the Bears one year. Bobby Douglas picks it up. He was the holder. Threw it into the end zone to Butkus. Dick Butkus then held the ball out in front of the defense, who swatted it away, and Butkus just kind of laughed and went back because he just scored a touchdown or an extra point. 5:17 left in this one. Devils 56, 42 for the Maroons. Three-quarter court now 1-2-2 with Wires at the point. Half-court Clay and BL3. Deep Whitfield and Thomas. Into the front court. Taylor got it. Taylor tried to go in and dunk on Whitfield. Whitfield had a partial block. Devils with the basketball. Taylor's got some ability to go up and try that.
Pass it.
Left corner, Whitfield. The shot, no good on the three. Thomas, good hustle. Thomas, the save all the way back near half court. BL3 gets it. Welch was pulling him down from behind with the shirt, and I can't believe they didn't see that because Welch, when Longcore went up, he had a hold of his back of his shirt trying to hold him down.
Well, and then he basically tackled him at half court after BL3 went up and got the ball.
And for Brady, it'll be his first foul. First for both teams right now, 1-1.
I mean, holding Welch to 2. Oh, good pass.
Good pass from the left wing. Dom Clay started to make a dribble to the top. They bounced it inside to Whitfield. Whitfield went up strong, got the bucket, got fouled, and now the official comes over to give him a tee because
he was talking.
He was excited, you know.
Oh, no, he's talking.
You got it. So now
you got to control that because in a close ball game, he does something like that and he talks and gets a tee. It's going to cost him a game. And if you do that in the super sectionals, oh well.
They'll back off. Whitfield now, he'll get his shot. Then they'll go to the other end and shoot and then give Moline the basketball. So we already gave the ball up. The ball was already heading. So that's not a problem there. It isn't like you had the basketball and you lost it. And Milton will get the three-point play. Brought to you by WoodmartBuildingCenter.com.
Now they'll shoot 2 and what? Take it out?
Yep. So still you get the three-point play out of there. It'll be called on Milton. I got him for 2. I thought I heard him say 3, but I haven't seen him put it up on the board yet.
Love the leadership of Cam Wires out there, talking to Milton saying, hey, come on now, let's not do that again, because a close game is going to be tough, like we were just talking about.
Welch hits the free throw.
Coach
both
is
of
getting
them.
him out now.
Jarius Rice Jr. comes in. Wire stays in. Dom Clay, BL3, Keyshawn Thomas.
Focus and discipline.
59-44, Devils still by 15. With the ball is Hendricks off the right side. Welch comes around, shoots the 25-footer, no good. Weak side rebound. He reminds you of Harding, and when Harding and Taylor were both here, the silent assassins, as the Coach Bearden called them in those first couple years. BL3 brings it across on
Well,
Abbey.
and they've done a good job putting a hand in his face, and he's been shooting out there at the NBA 3 range.
We got a timeout right there. And Coach Douglas was talking to him about, hey, why are you counting when that's not closely guarded? 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here with 4:19 left. Devils 59, Moline 44. Stick around for the postgame show, of course, brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Did you hear me mention down there? I was in Hardee's on Sunday before I left, a Frisco sandwich, and behind there was the plates of a car, Jeff 320. So there is Jeff the biscuit maker. He is a person, or Brian Harms went out and bought a car and put the Jeff 320 on it. Anyway, the postgame show brought to you by Hardee's. We'll also have coaches' comments from Cunis, Faith Family and Giving Back, and Freiburg Insurance Agency Player of the Game. Devils will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. They bounce it into Thomas off the left side. Clay shuffles inside. Shot by Thomas, no good. Good look there by Clay. And a good shot by Thomas. Wires gets down the court. Wires stops the ball. And for a little guy getting banged there, they're going to give him the foul. His second.
I saw him going down there. I was like, who's going to take a charge on that cat? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because he's a big boy and he moves well.
Oh, he's been strong all the years he's been here. Great job by Thomas, tipping the inbounds play. Clay has it in transition. 22-footer, no good. Maybe 21. Not a bad look. He had rebounding. The problem was it bounced out to the strong side. In transition, three-pointer, no good. Oh,
good box out.
Taylor was going to get that one over the top of Wires until we had it tipped out, I think, by Clay. Rice Jr. across the timeline. Shuffles it in. Thomas backs it up. Takes the short hook. No good against Freeman. Just lost the handle before he took the hook. Devils still up by 15, and Devils closed down. 3 guys were there. Rice Jr., Thomas, and Clay. I got a feeling it was on Thomas. Let's do a double check here. Thomas is third. Devils fourth in the fourth quarter. 3:34 left. Box out of bounds play. Check that one guy, and that's Abby in the corner. Welch to trigger it. Back out to Freeman. Freeman around the volleyball line on the left side.
Good job by Dom on the defensive end, not letting Welch get the ball.
Deny. Into the corner. Keyshawn. Keyshawn has him on the weak side. And he steps out of bounds. I'm looking for a hand check on Keyshawn. Braden did the reverse layup, missed it, but he stepped out of bounds on the drive.
I mean, there could have been a hand check on BL3 too, on the drive, and then Keyshawn.
Devils will have it. It'll be some full court pressure now. BL3 and Wires in the backcourt. Rice Jr. in half court. Keyshawn all the way down.
Now let's handle the ball, get good shots, take your time.
Good spin move, and behind the back by BL3 to Rice on the baseline. Out to Clay on the right side.
Good patience.
Devils will reset now. Left side, BL3. Drives between 2. Brings it back out to the right side. Taylor comes to get him. He goes all the way through. He hands it off to Keyshawn. And BL3 was just working to find an avenue. Finally, he got stopped there, and he gave it to Keyshawn, who gets fouled. And Keyshawn will go to the line to shoot 2.
And now if you'd have told me that Keyshawn would have 2 points and we would be up by 15, 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, I said you'd have been crazy at the beginning of the game.
Freeman, his first foul of the ball game. 3rd foul against Moline. Devils with 4. 3:01 left in this one. Keyshawn at the line. And pops in and out. It's all right. Remember, Keyshawn was on last week.
Well, once again, he moved forward on that shot. He's got to stay straight up and down, and finish.
10 for 14 the last game. Devils were 2 for 2 before missing the last 2.
That's much better right there. Stayed on the line and finished.
Keyshawn hits 1. Devils 60, 44 for the Maroons. Inside 3 minutes left of this one. Abby starts to drive to the middle. Stops at the free throw lane. Goes by Wires. Oh, and got the ball up on the glass and hit the shot. That was a good shot. He's just fading off to the right side. He must have heard me say that all the scoring was done in the first half by Freeman, and Abby had 3, because what it is now, other than Thomas's 8 points and Welch's 6, Freeman only has 2, and Abby has 12.
Well, BL3's done a heck of a job defensively, on Freeman the second half, because he came out and he's like, okay, coach, I'll guard him, and he's basically shut him down second half.
Maroons are 14 for 14 from the charity stripe. I mean, they're nails, including 4 blue-collar threes. Devils 2 for 4. Check that, 3 for 5 after Keyshawn's last make. Full court pressure being applied by the Maroons. Dom will trigger it in. Comes out here to Rice. Rice comes across the timeline. Rice all the way to the hole. Oh, and a great take. Shows Freeman the ball and then takes it up with the left hand. Jareus Rice with the basket. 62-44. Inside, no good.
Delay call.
Yeah, as Abby hits the floor, Keyshawn gets the rebound, and then there's that delayed. They must be working with our early in the season video and audio, how we were off a couple seconds.
Well, stuff happens.
Wires gets committed for the foul. They got him down for 4. I'll put him up for 4, and they're all in this half if it's right. More importantly, 5 on the board, so that gives 2 shots. Abby hits the first one. 15 for 15. Did you hear me, Abby? 15 for 15. Make it 16 for 16. No jinx involved there. Boy, I tell you what, that's late in the season. If you can be a free throw shooting team like that. 2:35 left. Devils still lead by 14, 62-48. Full court pressure being applied. Skips from the right side to the left. Wires comes down the left side.
Take care of the basketball.
Rice bounces it out. It was on the far side.
Don't need to score. Friends your clock.
BL3 will send it right side to Clay. Clay starts to drive in all the way to the hole. Finger rolls. That was more Gervin-esque. Dom Clay with a basket.
I would say that's a layup, so we're good.
That's what you say. Layups and free throws, right, Coach?
Layups and free throws.
Oh, and a nice pull-up from 15 foot. That was Abby. Boy, he's really come on. He had a great first half, but he's really getting the scoring in this half. Clay in the backcourt to Wires on the far side. Gets by Freeman. Freeman fouls him. You know, Freeman was almost standing still as Wires did a little hit fake left and right a couple times and then zip right by him. Freeman, his second foul. Fourth team foul, so now the rest of the game, both teams are shooting 2 shots. Wires went to the free throw line thinking that he got him already. Got to wait one more there, Cam. Wires, Rice Jr. Clay, BL3, Keyshawn Thomas, who's looking for a lob right now, but I don't know if they'll throw that pass.
No.
Goes in the backcourt. That's a dangerous pass. Cross court, Rice Jr. There's the trap.
To the ball.
He starts getting out of the trap. Taylor commits the foul. Doesn't move his feet early enough. They almost had him trapped. Taylor's foul makes the 5th for Moline, so Rice Jr. will go to the line with 1:49 left to shoot 2.
You know, either Dom or BL3's got to dive to the free throw line for that one to get the open pass, you know, and then you go 3-on-2 down the basket for a layup.
You know, as we always talk about, too, don't let the trap happen.
Yep.
Don't use your dribble up right away. Get away from the half court and the sideline. That will help basically trap you.
I used to always play hot potato with the boys.
Look at that. Rice misses 2. Keyshawn gets the rebound. Taylor does a nice job of getting some ball. Brayton falls down. No good. Weak side. And a good job by the Devils. Clay was reaching down. Welch was there. Also down there.
Play getting a little sloppy.
Yeah, it was that war.
Let's control the last minute and a half, you know, to what we want to do.
Thomas was right there on that offensive rebound. Man, he was point blank. Just couldn't get it. Wires gets out of the double team in the backcourt. He's got 4 guys on him. Wires gets it across to Clay.
Pass the ball.
Clay sees it all the way to the basket. And Taylor's not going to let him have that, which is the way you do it. We've always talked about that. Taylor fouls him. Otherwise, that was point blank. Clay was going to hit it. And for Taylor, that's his, well, you know what? They've got 5 on him. It's amazing how they didn't have that many fouls on the board, and all of a sudden they're like adding them up. So with 1:29.
Well, they're being more aggressive here in the fourth quarter. You know, being down by 14 with 3 minutes to go, you've got to get after it.
Well, I just look at the board, and all of a sudden they go, wait a minute, they had 1 foul. I've only got 1 in the book. Now they're up to 3. I've got 3 in the book. Dom Clay at the free throw line with 1:29 left in this one. 2 shots, so there is no 1-on-1. No, again, we talk about that. Oh, gets a good job there. Hits the front, hits the backboard. Looked like it was going to come out, but it stayed in. He'll have 1 more. Freeman, Allure, and Abby on the line. All the Devils are back. Next one, this one hits the front of the iron and crawls over. So Clay 2 for 2, 6 in the quarter, 12 in the half. 20 in the game, I believe. Freeman drives in, up, under. Good job by Freeman. Up, under to the basket with the score. Triple team in the corner. I think the official actually blew that one early. And BL3 is going to come the other way. Who did I just say made that basket, Coach, for them? Oh, did Freeman do that double take in there?
Yep. Yes, he did.
Thank you. Only his second basket of the second half. Freeman had all but 3 points in the first half.
And BL3's done a great job defending him in the second half. He came out, you know, beginning of the half and said, okay, he ain't scoring no more.
Abby, his second foul. 1:12 left. Loncourt hits the first one. Bradley's got 1 more. Clay stays on the backcourt. Loncourt missed the second one off the front of the iron. 67-52. Devils on defense. Welch in the corner.
1-2-2. Oh.
Clay almost had the steal. And Clay almost had the steal. BL3 was going 2 for a 2-on-1. And the shot no good by Abby, but Freeman was there for the putback. That ball just bounced right in the right spot for him. Ball in the half-court set.
Don't get sloppy. Bring it out.
Louthen's in the game. On the right side, a foul called as Dom was going to the basket to throw a 2-hand dunk down. So we've got our starters back in there. Wires, BL3, Clay, Louthen, and Thomas. Foul called against Hendricks. His second foul of the ball game against Moline. 2 shots the rest of the way out. Dom gets the two this time. This one rattles around, no good. Dom's got 4 threes on the night. BL3 had a couple. Louthan had one early. Whitfield had 2 as well. 1 in the fourth quarter. 44.7 left.
And our threes are sponsored by Woodmart.
You got it.
Kevin's got good wood.
You got it. 1 for 2 for Clay. 68-54. Inside. Abbey takes it to the hole. He's going back to the free throw line again. Foul was called on Dom. It was his third.
Now, guys, we don't need to score more nor bring it down, spread the floor, make them come get you. And if you have a layup, take a layup. We don't need to go to the free throw line anymore.
And they definitely don't need to go to the free throw line anymore.
Abbey's got to be what? 10 for 10, 12 for 12?
9 for 9 right now.
10 for 10.
10 for 10 right there. They have not missed a free throw all night.
And I don't think he's hit the rim all night.
68-56, down to 30 seconds. Clay on the left side to Louthan. Louthan will be fouled by Hendricks immediately, only his third. So he's not going anywhere. Taylor fouled out with 1:29 left. 4 of those in the second half, unless I missed one in the first. Either way, 5 means you can't play anymore. Louthan to head of the line. He has not shot any free throws tonight. He hit that three-pointer in the first quarter, another bucket. And Mark connects on this one. One more to hit 70 at 69-56. 32.8 left in this one. Oh, off the front of the iron. Freeman gets the rebound. Freeman across the timeline. Pulls up from 24. No good. Long rebound, Wires. Cameron in the backcourt. Double team into the front court. Clay bounces it in. Keyshawn for the layup. Give Clay the assist. Keyshawn gets his second bucket of the ball game. Devils get to 71. Shot no good. Keyshawn gets another rebound. 8 seconds left. Long pass. Dom's going to back it out. BL3 had a 2-on-1 with Hendricks. Smart move. As there's the final. So the Devils wipe away the snide here at Wharton Fieldhouse over the 4 years. Their last trip here, a 71-56 victory. Got to feel pretty good. They're now 16-1. 7-0 in the conference? Nope, 6-0. 7 is the next game. And then, of course, Moline, they will fall to 15-4 and 4-2 in the conference. Both their losses, 1 to Rock Island and 1 to us here tonight. So, good game for the Devils, Coach.
Oh, yeah, and I thought they did a good job weathering the storm, at the start of the third quarter, when Moline brought it down to where, 2-possession game maybe? And, they basically stretched it back out, and then the fourth quarter they came out and did what they needed to do in order to, complete the victory.
Indeed. Well, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We've got the Hardy's post-game show. We'll break this one down. Also, we'll have Coach up here to talk, and we'll pick our player of the game. But from Wharton Fieldhouse, the Quincy High Blue Devils, 71, the Moline Maroons, 56. And you've been listening and watching Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to Wharton Fieldhouse. It's the Hardee's postgame show. Devils come away with the victory 71-56. It started off way back there about an hour and a half ago. Devils hit the first three-pointer. Moline hits the bucket. Devils hit 2 3-pointers. Hit another one. They hit 4 3-pointers. They end up in the first quarter, went up 19-10. Devils would take a 32-20 lead in at halftime. Third quarter, 49-36. And wrap it up 71-56, victory by 15.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job here. Like I say, third quarter, Moline came out, got after it. Cameron missed a couple of layups, and then they took advantage of that, and they cut it down to what, 5, 6 points, 4 points, something like that. And then, the Blue Devils came back and refocused on defense, and shut them down. The rest of the third quarter, got back up to that 13-point lead, I believe, and then basically rode it out and finished the game off in the fourth.
Indeed. Let's break down the box scores for you first, and we'll have to get Coach's headphones out here as we get ready. Looking the way for Moline, first of all, leading the way, 23 points, Braden Freeman. And then Arthur Abbey had 21. He had 3 at the half, so he had 18 in the second half. He picked up the slack where Freeman only got 6 in the second half. 8 by Trey Taylor. Then we had 4 by Welch, and that's it. 4 guys scored for these guys. In the ball game but not scoring was Hendricks. Also in the ball game, they only went 8 deep, as Awur came in, did not score. And Versailles, or as we kept looking at that, Aiden did not get in the scoring column. He did foul. But that is 56 on one side. And again, Taylor, 8 points, and it was all in the second half, Coach. We really played him well early in the ballgame.
Oh, yeah, he had 0 at halftime. And, Keyshawn did, yeoman's work defensively on him, because that's 2 big bodies down there that are banging, that are very quick and very strong. Taylor's put on a few pounds the right way. So, yeah, those 2 guys going at it tonight, underneath the basket. And Keyshawn didn't end up with a very good game. 5 points? And Taylor had 8. Those 2 guys playing even, and then hopefully you can, shut down the other ones. That's what I think was the difference of the game.
Yeah, Keyshawn did get rebounds, though, tonight. He did play some great defense, and that's the key.
Yep.
When one guy doesn't score, and again, we talk about feeding it inside. Tonight it was a good bang down low with both those guys.
Yep.
For the Devils, they were led in scoring. Dom Clay had 21 points, including 4 3-pointers, 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the third quarter. You go down to 11 points out of Milton Whitfield off the bench. He had 2 3-pointers as well. Check that. Bradley Loncourt III has 13, so 21 for Clay, 13 for BL3, 11 for Whitfield. Cameron Wires had 9, and I'll tell you, he had a couple of drives to the basket. When he puts that in 5th gear, He just blows by everybody, including Abby, who's pretty darn quick out here as well. He had 9. 6 points from Mark Louthit, including that 3-pointer early. Keyshawn had 5, as you heard Coach talk about. Rico Clay Jr. came out, gave us some minutes. He got 4. And Jarius Rice Jr., he got a bucket. And looking down, did we have anybody there that did not score that was in? Nope. If you were in the game for the Devils, you scored, which was 8 players. So Devils had 8 players. On the other side, only 4 for the Maroons. And, it's kind of funny, when the game started, I had my light on right away because I thought we shut the lights off. Well, they do around the outside. Now they shut down a lot of the lights, and some of the side lights come on, but you still got to have your phone handy, because if you're going to read anything over here in the dark. Well, 1 down, 1 to go. You can't look past Rock Island, because that's the conference game on Friday night. And then on Saturday it will be Lincoln. But as Coach always talks about, we go 1 at a time, and that's the key.
Yeah, and who's Rocky got tonight? I think all of them. So they'll be coming in 6-0, just like the Blue Devils.
And 18-1.
And we're, we're going to sit there and I tell you what, it's going to be a titanic battle, Friday night with the Blue Devils and the Rocks at Blue Devil Gymnasium.
Please get out there, folks. Get out and buy your gray out shirt as well. That'll be the following Friday night in the Quincy Shootout when we take on Geneseo. And then, so that'll be a great weekend there. They got that in Bishop O'Connell on Saturday night. But we also have the girls playing Millard North at noon on that Saturday as well. And, Coach, when we were down there at the Sophie Classic, I did not realize that Incarnate Word, we got Kevin Vandemet in our head. We still got Wood in our head. They have just set a streak, the national streak. They had 139 wins on Saturday, consecutive, 140 on Sunday. So they have won 140 straight games. I think it goes back to 2020, the last time they lost. And they've been playing some good competition. Coach Dance talked to them a little bit, talked to their coach after the game at the hotel. And they want to play Quincy. And I said, I'll tell you what, Coach, next year's a pretty good one. We got a dang good lineup. And I would take them as the second game at Columbia or get them for the shootout. Did you hear that, Coach Stratman?
I was going to say the shootout would be really good.
I think so, too. So, Coach Stratman, there you go. You work. Bring in Incarnate Wood next year against the Blue Devil girls.
And don't they usually come up, though, for that tournament? Or?
Well, the boys might. The girls don't, obviously.
Okay.
This is the girls' first time in the tournament. Well, we did have it a few years ago. But the one problem was we scheduled it after the boys' game on that night. And so once the game was over for the boys, people started scattering. Where this year, the last game, I believe, is Chaminade and somebody. So a lot of people will stick around and watch because, again, they're the hype still left over from the game for the Blue Devils. And so they hang around a little bit longer as well. But and that's a great event here, and I can't wait to see that one. But we've got a busy week here. And before we even get to Friday night, it's Thursday night, and it's Rock Island again. But this time it's the girls up here, and it's not at the Rock Garden. It's at the original Rock Garden, I believe. It was the high school gym before it was the Rock Garden, and that's where the girls play. And I tell you, check our footage out there because they got the old banners hanging all over. It's a cool gym, you know.
Yeah.
And I know East Moline gave up their girls' gym, and they moved over to the Panther Den this year. Blue Devils still have their own gym, which the girls like that. I mean, they will come over to the shootout in the Blue Devil Gymnasium, but they like their old gym over at Quincy High, and so there's no problem with that. But that should just be some good basketball here. So, hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to pick our player of the game as we wait for Coach and see how many steps he's got to take. Devils win here. It's the Hardy's postgame show, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
Back here as Coach Pettit and I are trying to figure out in that third quarter what the lead got down to. We it started off, we had a 12-point lead at half, gave the bucket up for Moline. Then we hit our bucket. I knew it was 3 because they went on a 9-point run. It was 34-31.
Yeah. And
at 42-36, we ran off the last 7 points of the third quarter, and that's we built up a 49-36 lead on there. So
it got down to 3 points there, probably halfway through the third.
Oh, it started off right off the bat, actually, Coach, because after it was, it might have been a few minutes into it, but it was 34-22, the first 2 baskets of the third, and that's when Moline went on that 9-point run because we still had a bunch of scoring left on that quarter at that point, and we ended up at that point going 15 to, do the math, 5. So we outscored them by 10, and it was that last 7 points then that ran it on out there. So
to
good job
get it back up to the 13-point lead where we were at halftime, give or take.
Exactly. So, and the key here, of course, is to win in Wharton. Not only because the guys hadn't done it, but now we take care of it on the road. As we always mention, you got to take care of your business at home. You want to win every game at home. For the Devils, we want to win every game that we can. And so it's a good opportunity here as we'll wait for Andy Douglas to come up and find his way up this way or send someone up this way. Oh, by the way, player of the game, Coach, what do you like? I know what I like out of this one.
Well, yeah, Cameron Dwyers did, what he usually does. 8, 9, 10 points a game, good defense, handling the ball, not turning it over. BL3 did a great job defensively. The second half, on Freeman, for Moline. I still think Dom Clay tonight, he did great defense on Welch also. So when Longcore went to Freeman, you had Dom Clay going to Welch, and he shut Welch down with his length and his athleticism. Plus, he hit the open looks tonight, and he had quite a few open looks. We did a good job of, getting the ball in the paint and then kicking it out to him, and he stepped into him, and, his shot looked very, very good tonight.
Well, we always talk about it starts on the defensive side. So when BL3 shuts it down, Dom does his job, and Thomas and Taylor bang down low.
Yep.
I think we banged across the way, and you mentioned Wires. He's got his hand in on everything. And once he picks the ball up, it's a 0 to 60 in so many seconds. That's how fast he is. He just moves.
Well, and Moline come in averaging, 70 points a game?
71 and a half.
71 and a half, and we held them to 56, okay? This is a high-scoring offense that has three-point shooters, has bigs, to go underneath. You got your slashers going to the hole. This was an excellent job, on the defensive end by the Blue Devils tonight.
I agree. And the blue-collar threes that they did have, and that being Moline, they had about 4 or 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they got a fifth one. And that means they take it to the hole and they get in there and get banged. And so they did a nice job over there. But free throws on the other side, Coach, that was pretty impressive. Did I say 14? Hold on, let me give a quick count on that.
16 out of 16, I think. I think it was 14 out of 14.
How about 18 out of 18?
18 out of 18, okay.
So 18 out of 18, nobody's going to complain about that. Those are the things that win you ball games. Now look at that. You put up 18 for 18 and still get beat by 15. And I'll tell you that, again, if Taylor does more scoring in Welch, along with the 23 and 21 of Freeman and Abbey.
So without the free throws, you said they scored, 38 points?
That would be it. That's a pretty good defense out by the Blue Devils. We'll talk about that to Coach tonight.
Pretty good defense. That's very good defense.
Well, we talk about 10 a quarter, and it was the way it started off was that way as Coach makes his way over this way.
We'll make this real quick. Coach got to get home tonight. Kids got school tomorrow.
That is right. It is a Tuesday night. I can't figure out what day it is, so as we give Coach the headset there. And congratulations. Great job out there. And the Devils came out, lighting it up from outside, and it was pretty impressive in that first quarter.
We needed to see the ball go through the rim early on in the game, and I thought we did a really good job moving the ball, getting guys moving, knocking down open shots.
And we talk about the offense, but let's talk about the defense, because Thomas and Taylor battled the whole game. Taylor did not score in the first half. He did score late. Thomas and them, they were banging hard. BL3, when we made the switch over to Freeman, did a great job. Wires does an awesome job, but when you made that switch, Clay went then over to Welch. All those guys played some pretty impressive team defense, and that's where we set this whole thing up.
No, the game was won on the defensive end. Obviously, you need to make plays offensively, but we made it extremely difficult for them to score. Freeman had a heck of a night. Abbey had a heck of a night, but two really good players for him.
Indeed. And, of course, we talk about free throws. And, last game Keyshawn had his 10 for 14, had a good run there. These guys shot 18 for 18 from the charity stripe. That means we only gave them 38 points otherwise.
It's crazy. That's a lot of free throws shot. But, no, we did a really good job, I thought, defensively and making – other than those, making it difficult for them to score. Again, Freeman's a heck of a player, scored quite a bit in the first half, but made some switches. Brad wanted the challenge there in the second half, and – it's a team defense, and guys played it really well.
Well, I thought Whitfield come in, provided a spark, kind of got a little bit, but you know what I mean? He's still learning, but I like the way you're integrating him, into the system, with the guys, because it's going to take a few games to get that going, because, practicing's different than playing at Wharton Fieldhouse.
And the good thing is he's been with them, the last 2 summers, so he's been able to play in those games, and, we don't beat the teams that we beat over the summer with, some of the better ones without him in that lineup. But he's a dynamic player, stretched it out a little bit, knocked down a couple threes. He picked up a technical. We could have had 3 guys pick up technicals this game. It's an emotional game. They're talking. Our guys are talking. We got to, I think a lot of times they think that shows your toughness when you can, bark back at someone. I tell them toughness is found on the other side of the floor. Can you get another stop when they're running their mouth? And that's all we're worried about. So we got to keep our heads clear, but, really good effort by our guys.
Well, they always talked about, I know the Edge talked about inner arrogance, and that's the key. If you've got the inner arrogance, which you can have it deep inside, but you don't go out and talk it. And when somebody does talk, like you say, you come down and you stop them, you come down and put one in their face, and you just go there into the court and go, I got you here.
I just look at him and wink and smile.
Yeah. Well, the problem is our guys are really good trash talkers. They're D1 trash talkers, and they talk it in practice to each other. But we just got to be smarter in those situations. But again, playing the way we did, able to withstand a run in the second half. They cut it to 3. Cam Wires comes to the bench during the timeout. He's like, "Hey, we're good, baby. It's a game of runs." And I was like, "Well, you took that right out of my mouth." But they knew what we had to do. Locked up. Dom knocked down a couple huge threes in a row and played extremely well tonight. But, again, it takes everybody in games like this and the whole squad stepped up.
And it was so important for the Devils to get this win. I did not realize we had not won here, these guys, in the 3 years.
I wish I could get 25 cents for every time I hear somebody say that we didn't win here in the last have you ever ran one of Leggett's plays? If I had that, man, I wouldn't have to teach.
I still run Leggett's plays in my mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, but good stuff here. It is a school night. Now we'd refocus on one game at a time, and that's Rocky at home, and that'll be the first round of the Western Big Six.
Yeah, this is a big one at home on Friday. Winning every game is huge, but you got to take care of business at home and get a couple days to focus in on them, get ready to go, and Rocky up next and Lincoln on Saturday. So big weekend.
Stairs weren't too bad, were they?
No, man. I was looking at these. I remember going up these to scout for Sean years ago. You wouldn't get me to step foot on one of these stairs now.
That's why you see the camera over here and not up there, because
Right.
I wasn't going up there and Coach Pettit wasn't here. So, hey, congratulations. Safe trip home, and we'll pick you up on Friday.
All right, fellas. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And that's Andy Douglas. Of course, his comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll hear from them, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up here at Wharton Fieldhouse. Devils with a victory on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And back for the last time at Wharton Fieldhouse. Hardy's postgame show. We've got our player of the game picked in Dom Clay. We talked to Coach, Faith, Family, and Giving Back on the Kunis Auto Group. And, Coach, last thoughts on tonight's good victory on the road.
Well, let's say goodbye to the grand old lady, Wharton Fieldhouse, for the year. And Quincy High girls Blue Devils won, and the Quincy High Blue Devils won. So let's say goodbye to Wharton for the year. We're not going to come back. Great old place, nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here.
There you go. And postseasons did not go through here for us.
Yep.
It is, though, for the regionals. For these guys, it'll be Rocky, Moline, and UT at the regionals right here at Wharton Fieldhouse. So that should be good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that mix.
I don't think either. So we'll be going down south. Hey, for Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. The final score here: the Blue Devils with the victory, 71-56 over Moline. And glad you've been watching and listening to Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.